Yesterday I told Dad, oh yeah, we can fit 9 of those 8-foot long posts in the back here. Yeah, I don't know about that. She's squatting a little bit. Morning, Ellie. The humidity is like 120%. Look at that. See that wet over there? That's not from rain, that's just, it's dripping. I gotta put a short sleeve shirt on. We're gonna need some drink. And a lot of it in a little bit. We're gonna pull a combine out, swather, roto grind, get to that grain cart. Do we need a strap?
Be nice.
Every time I see you with one of these, I think it's a Bud Light. And I'm like, this guy has a heavy drinking issue.
Well, if you were 59 and had the fence and 97-degree humidity, you'd have a drinking issue too.
Cow sauce, and they're gonna be running. We don't got no perlets. We just got wood post. I ain't got no perlet.
It's definitely slappy time.
Yesterday morning, Dad and I started this fence, put the corners in, strung the first wire, got the posts in, and we weren't sure if those woods were gonna go in because it's been kind of dry, you know. And so we just brought a couple, and it did work decent, so we brought the rest of them this morning. Gonna finish putting this fence in. All we gotta do is add 3 barbs. We got 1 strung, and then we got some other doings at home. What's going on with the cow? Nibble pliers. Yeah. You know what that was?
Grind tape.
Grind tape.
Got it?
That wire's a little creamy. The last wire. We just gotta tighten the other end, put the staples up, and we're out of here. What do you think?
I think we should make like sheep and get the flock out of here.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Storeless Station. If your truck needs gas, or if you need gas, Storeless Station. We got them convenience store sandwiches.
Uh-huh. plowing back there. And this is next. We did talk quite a bit about the potential of running a Brant grain cart this fall for harvest. The inventory is so tight, and it just wouldn't make sense if there's somebody out there that wants one and would purchase one, and we're out here demoing one that they would have used. So you're good. So it looks like, unfortunately, but it'll be all right. We'll be running our own grain cart this year. You got 6 feet, 2 feet. Oh. Hot in here. So we're gonna bring this unit and the conveyor over to Jeff's place. He's got 2 bins over there that we want to pull grain out of, and they're both older, run kind of slow, and so it'll be nice to be able to fill the grain cart while the trucks are driving. So that's the plan. Now it feels like fall. Time to get in the field. When we pulled out of the yard, I saw a mouse run out of that conveyor, and I just saw another one. I think Dad's leaking. He's seeding down the countryside with mice coming out of that conveyor. Good news is I got one of them. He's a little flat now. And I hope there's air in them tires. That sounds flat as heck. Oh jeez. It's off the bead. That's nice. That's a little flavor to the day. Jeff, are the bins gonna run?
This one will.
That one will?
That's never a guarantee.
No. This is not working good. You can see that's pretty eaten up because of these. One day Dad went on a mini vacation with Mom a couple years ago, and he said it'd be awesome if you and Jeff got 2 semis full. We were trying to pull out of that big bin back there. It took us all day. I think we got a quarter of a semi filled, and it was waiting for Dad when he got back.
And then what happened? Dad took care of it?
I think we pulled the auger out of the bin for the 3rd time.
Decent crap.
We think part of the issue is that belt isn't very good, so we grabbed a couple belts. You know, we're kind of busy, so we're grabbing a sandwich here. Things are going. Shop guy's getting an oil change done. We've been selling barbed wire, feed, all sorts of stuff, vet supplies, which we're actually going to be vaccinating first round here in a week or less than a week, probably. Storeless station is up and going. We got some new ads put up on the radio. Floor's about as clean as it's ever been. This is the one. If you ever eat a Dakota Tom, chicken, Swiss, and bacon. The way this is going, maybe we should have done this first and then fenced in the heat of the day, because that's, I don't know, less frustrating. You add the heat and the frustration, it's worse.
You're more frustrated about this than I am.
That's because I've spent my entire life
Oh my God, don't even start, dude. just even it up.
Oh, well, we got her. You can see we're doing about 1,000 bushel every 3 hours, but it's something. We can keep filling even when we don't have a truck here, and then this bin usually runs pretty good. One issue is, for some reason, we can't get the trap doors in there shut far enough, so when you're having trouble, you can't shut the corn off all the way. It keeps coming up. Kind of the main issue. And then when it rains, which we're lucky that we, I guess, didn't have much rain this year, that tube is so low, water seeps in, rusts, and gets stuff moldy, and just makes it kind of clogged up. So we've got to fight this every year. We probably should have just came with grain vac right away, but we're going. Dad just dropped some knowledge on me about this here bin. What was it?
Well, then I'm gonna get scrutinized. It takes 1.5 belts per bin cleaning, so just about 2 belts every time I clean the bin. I should, I know what would help a lot is if it had, see the bottom has a double pulley, and so if we put a double pulley on the top, but I keep thinking.
Or, I'm not gonna say it.
We'll bring the grain back over if we have too much trouble.
I was gonna say new floor, new auger in there.
Yeah, but you know, here's the deal on that. I'm going on 60. I'm just trying to skate, man.
Skating. I guess we don't have trucks coming for about 2.5 hours, so on to the next thing. I've been trying to clean this out the last few days because we haven't had any cattle in here. Basically just turning the water on, agitating that bottom, and then siphoning out the water. Didn't get terribly clean, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna have cattle in this pen tomorrow, I think, so I'm gonna start getting this filled, and I'm gonna siphon out another pen, or another tank that could use some cleaning. Kind of a sludge builds up from dust and cattle kind of drinking and having maybe some dirt or manure on their snout, and so it just kind of gets dirty. I basically filled it and emptied it twice, and that sludge pretty much stays to the bottom, so it ain't too big of a deal, but nice getting it a little bit clean. Just like that. Just got to get all the air out and then put your thumb on it and get it. You just got to get that. Look at the black stuff coming out of there. Nasty. Just got to get that end lower than the top of the water. And it'll pull that water out until the water level gets about the same as the end of this hose. That's as far in depth as I'm going to go. If you want to learn more about siphoning, just Google how to siphon water or something like that. Or maybe your hometown thief could tell you how to do it. That's going to take a good 4 or 5 hours, but we don't have cattle coming in this pen for quite a while. So just get that cleaned out, cycle it around a little bit. Makes that water a little more tasty, a little better for the critters. Also, getting rid of a home for the skeeters. Ain't got no sympathy for them poor buggers. So after a while, we'll head back over to Jeff's, start filling some semis. They brought a double. Didn't know they were bringing doubles because, as you can assume, they're not going to be able to back in a double over here. And of course, we got like a 750 bushel grain cart, so we're going to have to fill that thing quick, and we're not going to be able to use both these augers at the same time. This bin's faster, so we'll use that one, I think. We need 35,000 more pounds. That's gonna take about 30 minutes. That's a long son of a gun. Sorry to disturb you, buddy. we need another 25,000 for that truck. Next truck just rolled in. He's gonna be waiting a while, maybe even an hour. Farming's fun, believe me. It's about 96 degrees out. Loving it. I feel bad for this trucker because he's been sitting here a good 25 minutes and we don't even have half of one of his doubles filled. That's slower than molasses in February. I gotta imagine we canceled the last two trucks for the day, or at least told them to wait 2 or 3 hours. So we got 40,000 in that truck. We're gonna put another 40,000 in it shortly, and then he just wants 20,000 more. And this is the last truck for the day, and by the end of the day, that bin's gonna be empty. It's a smaller bin, but it works better, and we can get corn out of it faster, and then we're gonna have to go to this, and it's just trickling out. $20,000 more to go. And I don't know if we have enough in this bin for it. Well, that's the day. We're just petering some corn out, getting ready to get behind tomorrow. Got that bin cleaned out. I didn't know we were going to do that today, but we got her done. Pretty soon, we'll have harvest, and we'll get to just sit in the tractor and not get hot and sweaty. But thanks for watching. We appreciate it a lot. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Hey, Dad, you should see if that fence is in tune.